With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week...
Oh, I'm returning, I guess.
Every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get...
Oh, God. I don't... I fumbled already.
It doesn't even see. It still doesn't see your broadcast.
I think I am. Yeah, I am.
You obviously want to say.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they talked about it.
I pressed L2 instead of R2, Troy. So I started like fucking doing this retarded ass run.
Right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Buttons.
So what should I pick, Troy?
I don't know. I'm not watching you. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just pick that one then. Oh my God, they're gonna score on me right away.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the
Jeremy almost lost.
God, you could have picked that off.
Yeah, that already happened, buddy.
God, you should have.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Eric, I can still hear your voice in the broadcast.
You can hear your voice?
I can hear yours and mine.
Troy, it already happened.
Oh.
Can I pause it?
Yes.
Okay.
Without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. 3.
Bills, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's back to throw here to start the drive. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Allen's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 56 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans 3, Bills nothing.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That one goes for 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Bills nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it. Well, conventional football back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. Approval by the head coach. They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll drop to throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw once more. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The quarterbacks.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 11.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Onside kick is recovered by the...
So we're at halftime with our scores. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Titans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They'll run the screen with Mack. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The fullback up the middle.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
on 2nd and 9. Allen. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. 3rd down here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Bills have recovered.
The pass.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 3rd quarter now to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
The kick is
and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Titans 6.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone yards shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Number 22,
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. For a 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Tannehill. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Tannehill. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Tannehill's pass complete to A.J. Brown. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Tannehill on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Oh, that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a member.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there.
He's brought down.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 12-yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
They're really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Good. That ties the game 13-all.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Go. 30.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for you?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it. And they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. What can Allen do now with his drive? And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Allen.
7-yard line.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Singletary again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
his running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
In overtime, tonight's
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye.